Welcome back to the big question. As promised, Politics 101 today. Francis Gachuri, senior reporters with Jackie Meribe here with me. Now, last time we were here, I remember we were talking about a move, starting a petition. Then there was a move. Then we were almost sure, you told us, that Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commissioners were going home. Now we're hearing something about the Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions. Most likely.
Obviously, the purge on corruption was going to elicit some reactions for or against. And so far, with the Transport and Infrastructure Cabinet Secretary Michael Kamau being taken to court, and the other 4 Cabinet Secretaries have not been taken to court, there is a feeling that probably the process is not as fair as some people would have wanted it to be. In the case of if one has been taken to court, why not take all of them to court? And so that is what is engineering the feeling that maybe Tobiko is not fair, maybe Tobiko is not being balanced, and probably he should go.
But
and
you
so
see, Gachuri, is it the work of the DPP to investigate these cabinet secretaries or all those others who are mentioned? Is it not the work of the EACC, honestly, to be fair? Because saying that the DPP must go, having a petition for his ouster, planning his ouster, it is not the work of the DPP, in my opinion, to investigate these people. He should act on evidence. So are we saying that the DPP is politically influenced, ethnically influenced?
The fight against corruption, other than being a legal issue, also has a lot of political implications.
Of course.
And if the legal aspect have been played out, obviously you expect the political issues to come out. And so we understand there's a petition, and reliably so, and it is two-pronged. There's an NGO that is working on a petition that it wants to take to the Public Service Commission. There's also an individual, a Kenyan citizen, who is also planning to take a similar petition to the Public Service Commission, because that is the process of removing the Director of Public Prosecutions according to Article 158 of the Constitution.
There was this so-called list of shame. From what you know, many may not know, is this is coming from ministers only? The problem with the ministers only?
It is largely about the ministers, yeah? It's largely about the ministers.
It is largely about one cabinet secretary.
Put it this way, the decision by the Director of Public Prosecutions to prosecute Engineer Michael Kamau, and for the time being to let off the hook the other 4 cabinet secretaries, has elicited reactions. But they are not yet off the hook, because the DPP on his desk are files from the EACC that were presented to him last week.
Right.
So he's expected to make a decision this week. So whether the petition to seek Tobiko's ouster is mature or premature is out there.
How much of support do you think this has, very briefly, as you wind up?
I highly doubt whether it will be successful. Although you cannot be very sure, but I highly doubt it will be successful. But it probably may also be, bearing in mind that Parliament will have very little role in this. It is purely a parliamentary service, a Public Service Commission affair. And if they are satisfied with the petition, then they will take it to the President, who will suspend the Director of Public Prosecutions, waiting the outcome of the tribunal that will be set up to investigate him.
But of course, as we have seen, Gachuri, a lot of parliamentarians also, trying to dissociate themselves, because the petition issue was brought up by Jubilee MPs, some of them, but many of them, as we have seen today in the report that we did, coming out to say that I am not linked to this. And of course, he's getting the ethnic backing of the Ma community. Those from the Ma community are again trying now to get the backing of other members of Parliament to just come out and say. And we saw that, of course, when he went to court, Gachuri, you covered that story, members of Parliament taking him there for moral support.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Of course, we can do this again next week. What do you think back home? Talk to us on 22422 or on Twitter using the hashtag #TheBigQuestion. And we now go to Junaid Mohammed.